अस्सलामुअलैकुम वरहमतुल्लाहि वबरकातुहू रब्बी इश्रह ली सदरी व यस्सिर ली अमरी वहलुल उक़दतम मिन लिसानी यफ़क़हू क़ौली अम्मा बाद. Here I am, Dr. Naima Adlib. Today we are going to discuss literature review. The few parts of literature review we already have discussed. In the previous part, we discussed the types of literature review, what kind of literature review we can do. Simultaneously, I am covering the tools related to literature review. So today we are going to discuss one of the important point regarding literature review, so our task can be easy and much easier for ourselves. So regarding this effort of mine, I just want you to be able enough to do your literature review with confidence, with more interest, by implementing your all of the energies in it, by integrating different things in your thesis. So first of all, after finalizing your problem statement, what you need to do? You need to review the literature. What is meant by reviewing the literature? Searching the material that already exists in the knowledge or in the body of the knowledge related to your area, related to your field, is reviewing the literature. So whatsoever is required to our knowledge, required to us, we need to search for that thing, and that is our literature review. For the purpose of doing our literature review, first we need to identify our problem statement. Once our problem statement is clear, which area we are going to do our study, which kind of variables we do have with us for our framework, then we are at a point to search for literature at more deeply. The first thing you need to do for this, review the industry, wherever you are going to do this study. Do your study, in-depth study related to the industry, related to the trends of industry, and the current scenario of the industry. What is demand, supply, what kind of the things that are happening in that industry. You need to review all of the history related to that industry. And then you need to review your dependent variable, which is your study is depending on that variable. Let's suppose you are going to explore performance, employee performance. That means you are going to explore employee performance in a specific industry while bringing some other variables too in it. Now your task is to explore what employee performance is and what kind of things has been done previously related to this variable, and in which industries this variable has been explored as a performance. So after exploring, and then you need to find out the key terms, key definitions related to all of the variables, and then give the introduction to all of your study, the brief introduction of the study, that we can say the introduction of the chapter or introduction of the study, and after that find out the background of the study. And then you need to give the history of the industry, history of the variable, and after that bring whatsoever you are able to find related to that variable. Means to say, do your synthesis, find out the history, do the analysis, find out the previous studies, and bring that analysis as a part of your literature. That would be in a table form, and bring other papers too to support your literature, wherever you are and whatsoever you are going to do. After doing this thing, you need to do the same working with other variables. History of the variable, definition of the variable, introduction of the variable, types of the variable, previous studies related to the variables, and find out the analysis. And after doing the analysis, perform a summary of the analysis of the studies related to what's the specific field and specific variable. And then you need to find out what kind of outcomes previously has been explored. And also, the most important thing that you can follow related to this is you can do review the other thesis related to the specific field that you are doing. Consult with the thesis and find out how they craft their chapters. It will give you a strong guideline how you can do, how you can perform your task. Now I'm going to back to my point where I was. You have to do the study. You need to write the introduction, write the history. After that, the types of the variable. Let's suppose that the variable have some branches, different studies related to the variable. Let's suppose you are going to do the study on organizational culture. What kind of organizational cultures are there? Are bundle of studies are available, and there are studies who only studied for national culture, organizational culture, and some studies explore the hierarchies, some study explore the dimensions, some study only explore the constructs. So this is also your responsibility that you need to do your in-depth research related to your variable. And after that, you need to find out what kind of material is useful for your thesis, for your literature, and that is relevant to your work. That material would be part of your work. And even if there is some extra material you already bring as a part of your thesis, part of your work, sometimes when you went to your supervisor also provides you the guideline that material is not relevant to your work. You can remove this. Or after that, doing all of these exercises, you need to find out the right thing for your thesis, the right variables for your thesis, the right dimensions for your thesis. And all of these things would be happen if you are the one who is studying in depth for your thesis. No one can help you and tell you this is suitable for your work, because if you are doing a PhD and a thesis of PhD is only your responsibility, and you are the one who is working on that thesis, and you are the one who is bringing some kind of novelty of that work. No one can suggest you which thing is important for you. Okay, so for your work, you are the responsible for your work. You are the one who can do in-depth study. But still, if you are feeling that you are stuck somewhere, you can always take the assistance from your supervisor, or even you can write the email to me at my email ID naima.anleep@outlook.com. So I will always be happy to respond to your queries, as I am already responding all of the queries very actively. The next thing is that how you can find out which thing is suitable for your work. Means to say, either you need to go for the dimensions, either you need to go for the constructs, you need to take the indicators, what kind of things are suitable for you. So this all only depends on the research, on the basis of research, what kind of research you are doing. And it only happen, you can get the clarification when you are making the tables, the precise arranged tables, and bringing all of the studies in it, previous studies, whatsoever has been done in previous 10 years or previous 15 years. This will help you to make your task as much as easy, or otherwise you can take the assistance from your supervisor, from your co-supervisor, from while discussing with any of your peer colleague who is senior to you, or you can write me an email. Thank you so much. Jazakallah khair, and keep me in your prayers.